When is it safe to approximate? If you have A, B, and C, and you do A over B plus C, C is small. Is it small enough to ignore? Depends on the precision you need. If we throw away the C in this example, this becomes 1.95 and this is 2. If that's close enough, you're fine. So if you're adding or subtracting a small enough quantity, you can generally ignore it. It's kind of like Bill Gates finding a penny on the sidewalk, right? We don't care. When you multiply A times B times C, then the C is very important. If you're multiplying or dividing by a small quantity, that's important. If you're adding or subtracting a small quantity, you might be able to ignore it. Let's look at an example where you can't quite ignore it. KQ over R minus A minus KQ over R plus A. And the idea is A is some quantity that is much smaller than R. So normally you'd think, oh, let me just erase the A and say KQ over R minus KQ over R, but that gives us 0. I'm trying to estimate how big something is. I know it's small, telling me it's 0 is not helpful. So one change we could make is we could make a common denominator and rewrite this expression. We end up with 2kqa over r squared minus a squared. Now here's the thing, even if you can't ignore plus or minus a, you might be able to ignore plus or minus a squared, because for example, if a is 0.01, a squared would be 0.0001, and higher powers would be even smaller. So sometimes you can keep an a term but throw away an a squared term. And in that case, you get the formula that is generally used as a good approximation.